Oh, okay. Hello everyone, this is Mighty Gunvolt Burst. This game was developed by Inti Creates. It's a pretty recent game. You get a lot of inspiration from retro games like Mega Man. So Inti Creates actually work on a few Mega Man games, and this game has a lot of similar mechanics. It has a similar customization, like pretty much what like Mega Man Zero has. And it has 8-bit graphics, which is pretty cool. So without further ado, the time for this category, it starts when I choose my character. We'll be going to play Call, so I'm gonna give a little countdown here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this game has some backstory to it. It isn't that important. The game kinda it has this. The bosses in this game actually they are not original bosses. They are based. Not really based, but they are the same bosses from the Mighty Number 9 series. The 8 Mighty Numbers, which is. So this stage, it works like a tutorial. The game kind of teaches how to use skills, how to jump, how to shoot. We already know everything, so I'm just gonna run past through everything. And on the first stage, we don't have our dash upgrade yet. We're gonna get our dash on the next stage. And the route for this game pretty much involves us grabbing the mobility upgrade, which is the air dash, and grabbing the power, the attack damage upgrade, which will really help us do a lot of quick kills on the bosses. So that's why I'm going to 2 very specific stages early on. Even if those 2 stages are probably the hardest stages, both on a casual perspective and on the speedrun. So those CP ups I'm getting, they are part of the route. This game has a customization system. I need customization points to equip everything I need in this route, so I need to grab all of them. So this is the first boss. There's a very specific RNG I want from him. This is the worst one, because if he keeps bouncing, I cannot hit him. So yeah, that's a little bit of time loss, but that's okay. He still managed to kill him. But normally you would actually, in a perfect run, you would want him to stay on the floor and shoot missiles, but sometimes he doesn't do that. This game has some RNG. Unfortunately, we cannot manipulate the RNG in any way. The RNG patterns, they work in a really weird way, so there's still no way to manipulate them. Every time you reset the game, you retry a stage or die, the RNG value kind of sets to a random point, so there's no consistent way to manipulate it. So right now I got our first upgrade, the mid-air dash, very much self-explanatory. Now we are able to dash mid-air, but to dash in this game you have to be jumping. So we need to jump and press the jump button as soon as we jump. So the more close we are to the floor, it's better. So this section here is kind of auto-scroll, so maybe a quick donation would be good here.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Roger Wilco, who says, "Save the humans."
So after that we have probably one of the hardest sections in the game. Gonna go a little bit safe here, killing all the enemies I can. I need to be very careful with those bullets, or else I would fall and die. So that didn't happen, so that's great. We didn't have any deaths on the radio tower stage. So this this guy here, there's two patterns he can give us. The camera one is the slowest because we cannot shoot him while he has the camera on his face. And that was not good. He pushes to the left wall. It happens. I mean, it actually never happened before, but this boss is... hopefully he gives us a good RNG right now. And that's the RNG we want. Basically this boss, Aviator, he is Storm Eagle meets Gyro Man. He's really predictable on normal mode. Actually, we are... I didn't kind of say it about the character. We are playing on normal difficulty. I put hard mode as incentive. The normal mode is the standard difficulty for the game. Hard mode is unlocked when you beat the game on normal, so it's a kind of extra challenge you get by beating the game. And all the bosses on hard mode, they get really aggressive. But on normal, some of them are kind of predictable, I would say, and that was a weird ladder grab. Sometimes in this game, if you grab a ladder in a really weird way, you kind of click a little bit up on the stair and don't grab it. I don't know why it happens. It doesn't really have a use on runs. So I'm gonna grab another extra CP here. I'm gonna lure this enemy so I can get the temporary damage upgrade. There's two kind of power-ups on the run. This one, it's hidden on a few stages. It's really useful to kill this guy. It's you can actually escape that guy by doing a very precise jump, but it's kind of risky. And if I miss that jump, I would actually lose my item. So I would actually have to revisit this stage. So I really don't want to do that. And that upgrade we got is the attack damage upgrade. We're gonna use it very soon when you get enough points to equip it. It doesn't matter if we are going for this stage early on, because since Call has a lot of damage thanks to her supporting robots, we can actually skip this guy's special attack. All the bosses in this game, when they reach half their HP, they're gonna do a special attack that sometimes give them invulnerability, sometimes it wastes a lot of time. And this guy, he goes out of the screen. Unfortunately, we didn't got a good RNG to skip his attack, so we're gonna have to do with it. So he's gonna throw the helicopter at us, but it's really easy to avoid. But yeah, that's the second boss of the run down, and after going through those two stages, the route for this run is pretty flexible, I would say. You can kind of do the stages you like. So my preferred order for stages is I like to go to oil platform, since I don't need any upgrades to this stage really. Call can pretty much deal with the stage as she is. I didn't talk about Call Shield. Whenever I press the skill button, I can use a special ability. The special ability can protect me from projectiles, and for some reason, explosions. Well, it's a shield, so it makes sense. Coming up, there's a little skip I can do here. Oh, I missed. Okay. You can actually jump and abuse the gravity from that light. That light, when you jump and shoot, it gives you a lot of vertical momentum, so you can kind of store the momentum from your jump. I got a really good cycle here. I can actually dash through this enemy, and I did it. That's a really far dash. Yeah, I kind of have to wait for some enemies to do their stuff. Yeah, it's a really short stage. But now coming up is Pyrogan. Pyrogan, he can do a lot of things. His moveset is pretty much like a sumo fighter. The RNG we want is the one that he punches the wall. Sometimes he jumps. That's a good RNG actually. And that's really not good. So coming up is his special attack. This special attack, for some reason you can actually shoot the bullets, the fireballs. And when I played this game, I really didn't know about it. When I saw the speedrun for it, I saw people actually shooting through those fireballs, and I was like, okay, I can actually do that. I kind of used to kind of give the Yellow Devil treatment to those fireballs. Kind of memorizing the pattern and jumping, and after I know about that trick, I never try to memorize those attacks. So if I didn't have a way to shoot those things, I really don't know what should I do. Yeah, right now there's a small difference from my PB route. Normally I would actually go to Waterworks, but it's safer to go to this stage first, because this stage has a lot of CPs, and we're gonna need them to equip damage upgrade, and the damage upgrade will make the next boss fight really safer. So I'm gonna do this just for marathon safety, because I don't want to die to the next few bosses. And Seismic, which is a boss for this stage, is really easy to deal with. So there's plenty of reasons to go for him first. And this stage is pretty much based on global cycles. So I'm gonna have to be really fast here. Maybe that damage will make me not get a good cycle on the next section. Let's see. So on the next section, there's some platforms that go up and down. They are based on a global cycle. So yeah, that's a bad cycle. Sorry. I died. This happens. That's okay. The checkpoint is right here. This game, it doesn't, as you guys could see, since I died, there is no life system. So you can die a lot of times on this stage. And the only punishment you get for dying in this game is losing a rank. Well, on the speedrun the punishment is losing time, but it happens. Now Seismic, he likes to jump a lot, but sometimes he stays on the floor and punch us. The punch is the best RNG we can get, because he stops and can do a lot of damage to him, and he's really not feeling like punching today. Okay. That was a still acceptable fight. I mean, there's not much we can do about bad RNG on the bosses, really. You kind of have to stick with what bosses give to you. Yeah, now coming up, as I say, I'm going for Waterworks now. Waterworks is a pretty dangerous stage because it has a lot of spikes. And spikes in pretty much any Mega Man game, they can insta-kill you. Luckily, this stage has some really forgiving checkpoints. So I'm probably going for a more risky strat here, just because of that. Okay, looks good enough. Okay, I got the perfect cycle there. Gotta do a small damage boost here. Okay, that was pretty good actually. I didn't miss a single cycle there, so that's going pretty smooth so far. This is a really hard stage to optimize. Since we have more damage, we can actually skip the... There's a damage power up there. I'm gonna break this block just to... I think breaking that block saves like half a second or something. It's a really cool thing to do. And this stage is pretty much killed by the air dash. Okay, I'm gonna do a small retry here to recover my shields. Retrying actually brings you back to a checkpoint, and we're gonna boost that on the next stage to get an item and do a retry. Coming up, we have a small manipulation I can actually do to Cryosphere. If I stay on her back, she kind of doesn't know what to do and kind of resets her patterns. So it's a pretty consistent fight. This is the only boss that we can manipulate. But it's not really an RNG manipulation, it's a more organic one. I mean, we can actually call this an organic manipulation, I guess. You manipulate the boss patterns. So now we have capital building. Capital building is a really interesting stage because there's a mechanic in this stage where you kind of have to go to three rooms before going to the next section. So coming up, there's the first checkpoint. I would say it's kind of checkpoint warp. We're gonna equip Diagonal Fire and we are gonna do a retry. Normally you would actually have to wait for those platforms to cycle, but that's slow and we can just retry and go back to the checkpoint. And those statues, if you shoot them on the head, they're gonna get confused and won't know what to do, and they will try to flee away from you. So you don't really have to fear them. I'm gonna save them the slowest part for last. Other than those challenges, there's not much to talk about this stage. I'm gonna grab the supporting robots just for safety to help me deal with the RNG. But yeah, now we are going to the last part. And just remember what I say, that we have to wait for the platforms to cycle, and yeah, that's going to happen here. We'll have to wait. There's really nothing we can do about this. So yeah, you have a small downtime here.
Do I have time to sneak in a donation?
But yeah, it's over. Now we are going to the final boss of the game, actually, which is the invisible platforms. And I actually never found a consistent way to do this, so I'll go safe here. Prevent me from bumping into enemies, so yeah. That's good enough. Gonna grab this chunk just for safety too. So now we have we have Counter Shade. Counter Shade, he can be a good guy and stay on the floor, and we can quick kill him. There's something that is the one cycle Counter Shade. If he stays on the floor the whole time, we can actually skip all those cycles from the fight, but it's RNG based, so there's really nothing we can do about it. But since we have Diagonal Fire equipped, this boss it doesn't really kill the run that much. But yeah, I saved one of the best bosses in the game for last. Actually, we have 2 more bosses. I used to do this stage later, but it doesn't really matter. Again, we can do any stage we want right now. There's no specific item I want from those stages. So we are pretty much set to the whole game. Gonna use my shield to eat those missiles. And now this is one of the hardest sections to optimize. You want to stay on those conveyor belts as much as possible to get some free speed out of them. And here comes the global cycle. Those saws are based on a global cycle, and I just messed up. So I'm gonna go a little bit safe on the next section because I don't know where the souls will be. Okay. Normally that section would be really faster, but since I've lost some time there, I kind of waited for a little bit. What happens with those souls is that they deal a lot of damage, so we don't really want to damage tank them. Damage boosting sounds like a good option on paper, but 3 damage boosts on the Sao is enough to kill you. And this guy, he sometimes doesn't like to stay on the floor, so let's wait for his turns. So we can actually do some free damage to him. And this attack here lasts like 20 seconds. And he's invincible while he's doing that. Hopefully we are not seeing this attack on the refights, because we have enough damage to skip it. And that attack is almost insta-kill. It deals, I think it deals like 70% of your health, so but we can actually use our shield to protect us from it, because it's a bullet. And we have a shield, so it's not dangerous at all. But yeah, as I said, I'm saving the best bosses in the game for last. And this one is the last mighty number we are facing. Dynatron is it's a really interesting stage. This stage has it has dark mechanics. I'm gonna do a small trick here. I can actually hit enemies outside of the screen. So I just hit that enemy from above, from below, and I don't have to deal with his shield at all. That enemy, normally he would actually use his shield against you, but since we hit him from the other screen, the enemy kinda don't know what to do and he just jumps randomly. And we kind of abuse that. And this stage has, it's dark, but hopefully I know where I'm going. I'm gonna use my shield to avoid those guys. Oh, I even got some HP drop. That's good. But yeah, it's a pretty simple stage, honestly. If you know where you're going, you can actually deal with the stage. And now Dynatron, there's a very specific RNG we want from her. We want her to stay on the floor so we can just damage tank. And that's pretty much the fight. She can actually do a lot of things. She can go to the top of the screen and shoot those electric sticks on you. But she didn't. So yeah, I think I'm lucky enough. That death on the first stage, that death on the second stage was an RNG manipulation. What can I say? So now we have one of the slowest stages in the game, because you're gonna have to wait for some platforms to cycle. The mechanics of the stage are based on Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. The main villain of this game is Teseo. Teseo, he's on the original game, he was kind of an internet guy. Even his stage on Gunvolt 2 was a cyberspace, so they did a little bit of throwback here to their original game. And I'm going to the right path. The right path is like, I think it's 15 seconds faster than the left one, but there's no items in this path. But it's faster, so we are going to always go for it. Okay, gotta wait for rings. So the ring sections here are really dangerous. I'm gonna try to kill all the enemies off screen so they don't bother us too much. Okay, I'm gonna jump through them. It's a pretty short stage actually. The only thing that makes this stage longer is those kind of outer scroller sections. But now we have Gunvolt, the main character of the game. We want him to be always on that spot, but sometimes he likes to move. And this was a little bit of time. But yeah, now we have enough CP to upgrade our damage, so we are doing that because after the main stages we have refights. So the route for this game pretty much involves getting enough damage so we can save a lot of time on the refights. And this stage it has water physics. I'm gonna grab this watermelon for no reason. You know, this is the watermelon of luck. Yeah, now we gonna be careful with the spikes. They can insta-kill us. We don't want that to happen. I gotta be really careful here. I mean, this one you just have to walk through them. Do a small skip here. Instead of waiting for the spikes, I go to the edge. And coming up, there's a cycle skip. Normally, you would actually have to wait for those platforms to rise up and down, but you can actually skip them. And I got it. That's cool. This skip actually saves around 8 to 10 seconds, depending on the setup you use. The setup I do for that skip, it saves like 8 seconds. And it's really hard to do because you kind of have to do on the very last frame of her invulnerability. And this boss, he actually do things, but since we have a lot of damage, this boss can be quick killed. We need to kill all the cores from him, so his hitbox will be available for us. So now if I did my math correctly and I got the correct CP upgrades, I will be able to equip knockback resistance on this stage. Okay, that's good. So now we have knockback resistance, and this is pretty much damage boost city. I'm gonna damage boost through everything I can. Hopefully I can get a health drop on that enemy. I didn't got it, so I'm not damage boosting through those souls because of that. Just for safety. Now this section here, we can do the same thing we did on the oil platform. We're gonna shoot to go upwards. You can actually do that section in like one go, but it's really precise to do, and you kind of have to manipulate all those fireballs to go the way you want. Actually, those fireballs, even if it looks like it's RNG, it's not RNG. They are based on the player position. So if I do the correct movements there, I would already have the fireballs on the places I want them to be. Now we have this small chase section. There's some drills that can instantly kill you down there, but we are going so fast that we are not even going to deal with them. was a nice fight. I'm gonna use some food here just to recover my health. Because there's a pattern that that Plasma Legion can give to me, which actually shoots a laser and it deals a lot of damage. And if she gives this attack to us, and there it is, look at our health bar. Yeah, that was a good fight. And this is the most dangerous attack she can give to us. So now we beat all the final stages of the game. Now we have Cyberspace Colosseum, which you guys may wonder, it's refights. So I'm gonna try to concentrate for this specific refight there, because this quick kill takes like 20 seconds. So I'm gonna try my best to achieve it. Okay, sounds good enough. No, that's not good enough. That's... Please don't go down, okay. That's the RNG fault, I guess. He can actually he can go to the top of the screen and do that attack 2 times or just 1 time. I was lucky enough to do this 1 time, so I didn't got the skip. That's okay. So after this guy, there's really not much to talk about other than bosses being killed really fast. So it might be a really good time to do some donations if we do have any.
Absolutely. We have $20 from Cam and Lauren. We always love watching GDQ, but this one feels even more special right now. Good luck on the run, KiwamiZX. We have $25 from Cramster and the gang. Thank you to all the people still working to get us through this tough time, and thank you to the runners and GQ for putting on this event. We have $10 from Modern Russ, who says, "Stay home, stay healthy." And we have $25 from Rebecca, who says, "Thank you for the event." Well, thank you, Rebecca, for your donation.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a retry here to recover some health. Hopefully I can get a skip on this guy. It's kind of dependent on RNG. we only have 2 bosses left on the refights, so we only have Seismic and Undershade. Okay, that was a good skip. Hopefully I can actually show off the one Psycho for Counter Shade if he's a good guy. Okay, never lucky. But yeah, now we beat all the main bosses on the refights, so we are going to the final boss of the game, which will be Cow Clone, and after that we have Teseo. So Cow Clone, she's pretty much the clone of us. She's purple. She's purple and black, which means that she's evil, I guess. That's really not a grungy. So now we have Teseo inside which looks like a giant mech or something. I think this fight pretty much tries to throw back Wolf Sigma. So hopefully he doesn't shoot laser at us, so okay. So now Teseo is gonna get huge. Not really, he's just gonna stand up. But yeah, since we have Diagonal Fire and enough damage, that's the second phase. So get ready on time as soon as the screen fades to black, after we beat the boss. And we'll be very shortly, and time! Really don't know how much time we got. This one was looking like a 37, I guess. Which is not really a bad time. I mean, you got underestimate, so that's pretty good. Okay. But yeah, I'm really happy I was able to showcase this game on a marathon like GDK. So do I have time to do some shoutouts? Okay, I'm gonna shout out the Mighty Gunvolt Burst community. We don't have too many runners, but there's 2 people in special that really helped me through all my Gunvolt Burst journey, which is the Traveling Sylvester and Aris Fire Tiger. Those guys really helped me out on the entire process I was learning the game. So I want to give a huge shout out to them. And I'm gonna do another special shout out to the Brazilian speedrun community. You guys are awesome. Everyone hyped this run. People saw that I was on a GDQ, and they were really kind to me. Anyway, thanks everyone for having me. Hope everyone have a good marathon. Have fun.
Thank you to Kiwami for that outstanding run. We're gonna switch to a quick Twitch ad, but we've got lots more GDQ on the way, so stay with us. And we're back, and we are getting ready for an any percent Mega Man 9 run by HJA. While we're getting set up, let's go through some of the donations that we have available. We have $100 from Twilight MV. Congrats on getting Mega Man 9 into CRDQ, HJA. We are all watching. We have an anonymous $500 donation without comment. Thank you so much for your incredible generosity. And $25 from Gear, not the runner, who says, "Hang in there, everyone." And $50 from Tech Beats. Thanks for doing GDQ to raise money for our healthcare workers. My roommates and I hunkered down watching GDQ and playing FF7 Remake nonstop. Hope to come volunteer this year and help out. With love, the Cast Iron Boys. We have an anonymous $10 donation that says simply, "Thanks, GDQ." Thank you, Anonymous. $100 from General Tsam. Stay in, stay safe. Thanks, GDQ. And it looks like we're about ready for